If it's not on your CV, it didn't happen. Not to me. Milkshakes are not an appropriate breakfast. Students are reminded that there's no such thing as free time.
You're listening to
Ricky Hawthorne on 2 Point Radio.
Good day, I'm Ricky Hawthorne, and welcome to the show. On my drive in this morning, I was speedily overtaken by a car full of whippersnappers, pipsqueaks, and good-for-somethings. I couldn't tell what they were chanting, but it certainly did look like fun. So today, only partly because I've got nothing else planned, I thought I'd pay tribute to those young people by telling you a few stories from my glory days.
You weren't listening. You were asleep. I saw you. Time on your assignments, if you think you have time. report. Yep. Seems fine.
For those of you who don't know how I spent my formative years, I was born, bred and buttered right here in 2 Point County before attending what was then called 2 Point University. I think it's still called that now, but it was then too. Right, top draw anecdotes coming up, but first, here's another toe tapper.
Please put your pencils down. Only kidding. No unauthorized talking on campus. Thank you. Students are responsible for, well, for a lot actually.
When it comes to food, sometimes simple living is happy living. Don't get me wrong, I'm incredibly lucky to eat a wide range of things nowadays, from chicken sandwiches to pastas of seemingly infinite shapes and lengths. But I'll never forget that time at university when I lived off an enormous block of cheddar. I was said to be mostly cheese by the end of term, and, you know, I think they were right.
Security breach. Please change your passwords. Sorry. Announcement. Intruders on campus. campus. Oh no. The administrator is reminded to stay hydrated. End of year is approaching. It's too late to start trying.
Whoa, is that? It can't be! New from Cheesy Gubbins. One big gubbin. Out of your dreams and into your mouth.
Cheesy Gubbins.
Janitor needed to unblock toilets. Lovely. The academic year is starting soon. Was there anything we wanted to do? End of year results published. Now. The academic year is over. Students must vacate the campus. Tuition fees may be spent on administrative bonuses. Rubbish should be placed in bins. Is that too complicated for you?
You're listening to
Ricky Hawthorne. On 2 Point Radio.
One summer, some friends and I headed north on a fisherman's pilgrimage to Tumble. I tell you, there's no freedom like it. Just a group of mates, their matching bucket hats, and a case of antique fishing flies. Pure bliss.
Students should report all issues to someone that cares. Now taking students for money wangling. Students should check in before trying to learn. The academic year is starting. I hope you have a pencil. Frequently asked questions. No, you can't have an extension. Better grades if you weren't so stupid.
It may come as a surprise to some of you, but the young Hawthorne was something of a prankster. Yes, once at school, the gang and I bought several thousand soft drawing pencils, and in the dead of night, swapped them with our school supply of much harder standard issue pencils. I only wish you could have seen the look on Mr. Featherbridge's face when he tried taking registration the next morning. Oh, the man was livid. Unfortunately, two of the boys were expelled for breaking and entering. Don't trespass, kids.
Announcement. No, I forgot. There's a fly in here. Staff are reminded to care about students.
I want to stress that I don't think a young person's life is all fishing trips and A-grade hijinkery. No. I also took a great deal of substance from the many mentors and role models in my young life. I'll never forget the professor who took my Introduction to Advanced Thinking course at university. He once told me, "Ricky, I don't think you'll ever understand what I'm saying." And he was right. A very wise man, that one.
Frequently asked questions. You can find the bathroom yourself. I believe in you. announcements are closer than they appear. Thank you. Failing students are reminded that you're letting everyone down.
Thanks for joining me on a lovely walk down memory lane. Before we go, I just wanted to remind you that glory days aren't just for the young amongst us. In truth, there's nowhere I'd rather be than here, with you, at 2 Point Radio. Today's show was sponsored by Bungle Kitty Litter, the litter tray that'll make your critter's day.
We're sorry for the litter that you... Oh, sorry, that's mine. Frequently asked questions. No, I will not be your friend. Students are reminded to try and keep up. Students are reminded to make us proud. Or else. Announcement. Intruders on campus. Oh no. Students are reminded to be in 2 places at once. Staff are reminded that you may be fired at any time. Thank you.
I'm Maggie Watmore, remembering to breathe on campus radio. Are you ever reading or poaching an egg or something and you realise that you've not taken a breath in a while? Oh, I did it again. Let's all try and focus on our breathing during this next song.
Your future is in your hands. Partly. Students should pretend that they're listening. Research project complete. Aren't you clever? Skills are not transferable.
If you're anything like me, you're wondering why everyone is talking about cheesy gubbins. Thankfully, Hugh has the story.
Yes, the popular snack Cheesy Gubbins have brought campus life to a standstill with their Golden Gubbin promotion. The company has said that there are 6 of the solid gold gubbins to be found in promotional packages. Only one such crisp has been found so far, though the lucky student is with the nurse after swallowing it. Something of a crowd has formed outside the health centre, where they eagerly await for a first look at the opulent puff.
Students are reminded to bounce back from heart-wrenching disappointment. Frequently asked questions, yes. Classes are technically optional, and so is failing. plagiarism is not a belief system. Staff are reminded to be inspirational.
Have you ever been stressed about your future career? I know I have. Here's some wonderfully soothing advice from Campus Radio's coolest customer. I want to talk to you about your future. I hear far too many people getting wound up in all the worst ways over careers fairs. Sure, go. Take the free pen and the boring magazine, but don't stress yourself out. It's important to remember that all the jobs those people do won't even exist in a few years. The future is an unimaginable variable that can and will differ from everything we know in ways we can't possibly comprehend. So, why stress about it, you know?
Frequently asked questions. Your food is cold because the oven wasn't on. Staff are reminded that dogs don't eat homework. It's almost the end of the academic year, in case you hadn't noticed.
New to the Cromley student range. Fish in a box. We at Cromley have been serving fish to 2 Point County for over 10 years. It's a proud tradition, and now it's a tradition in a box. Easy to cook. Wow. Tasty to eat. Wow. You're not sure what it is, but it's definitely in a box. Just like Mama used to make.
The end of year results have been released. Luck won't help you now.
To be a spy with a life full of espionage, aeroplane snacks, and covert dealings. It all sounds rather romantic, doesn't it? Yes, until you realize that our county's secret service is based in Blundergrad, 2 Point's most toilety city. And trust me, that's no secret.
Asked questions. No, your chicken should not be pink. Students are reminded that some grades are personal. Tuition fees are expensive, and education is priceless.
Sir Nigel Bickleworth on 2 Point Radio. Welcome to 2 Point Radio, where it's a great day. Why? Because I, Sir Nigel Bickleworth, am talking into a microphone. Can you feel it? Can you hear me? Is this thing on? Really, Dennis, if this is off again, I'm going to come in there and dunk you like a biscuit. We'll check that I'm on the air and be back with more sumptuous sound wave salaciousness after this.
Frequently asked questions. No, I wasn't listening. The more you revise, the longer you've been revising. Visitors should be checked in and then removed immediately.
Why is it that the youth of today believe they can churn out a radio show from the comfort of their toilet seats? The gall! In my day, one had to work for years making sandwiches and polishing the communication tower before they even let you touch a microphone. There's more to radio than ability, charm, and technological literacy. Eager little autodidacts, the lot of them.
Doctor, return to the hospital. Thank you. Students are reminded that this is the fun part. water. Thank you.
My darling, albeit slack-jawed nephew Kevin ushered me through cyberspace and into the world of video games. Yes, I played the latest entry in the popular Meat Wizard franchise for Sir Nigel reviews. I was lost, I was cold, I was scared. The controller was sticky and the subject matter obscene. While I'm unsurprised that it appeals to the desensitized youth of today, I'll tell you what I told that chap in the deli. No one needs that much ham. 1 magical gem out of a possible 5.
If you don't know where your class is it really worth going? Taking students for money wangling. You students should make a good first impression. No pressure. The timetable has now been published. Schedule your lives accordingly. Education is non-refundable. Syllabus requesting new room. A new room for the syllabus.
New to the Cromley student range. Fish in a box. We at Cromley have been serving fish to 2 Point County for over 10 years. It's a proud tradition, and now it's a tradition in a box. Easy to cook. Wow! Tasty to eat. Wow! You're not sure what it is, but it's definitely in a box. Just like Mama used to make.
Would visitors please leave soon? Thank you. announcement, not a real announcement. Students are reminded to fork it over.
To the news and the controversies surrounding Education Minister Tarquin Foxbridge, who allegedly blew his nose on official government documents. Stories like this are scandalous. It's perfectly clear to me that a group of students have fabricated the images somehow, and yet this poor minister faces all manner of backlash and public murmurings. And why? Because he was photographed doing something? I know a witch hunt when I see one.
Announcement. Cheating is the wrong kind of clever. Students are reminded to have the time of their lives. Students are reminded that school spirit is infectious. Go us.
tends to be a one-way affair, this relationship of ours, and that's how it should be. What do you know about radio after all? Almost nothing, I'd imagine. Still, it's time for that rare occasion where we put you, the listener, at the center of things. I am the aunt to ease your agony, the balm to abate what bites you, the A to all your cues. I am listening. Oh, and we're out of time. We'll get to your problems after this, all right? All right.
Staff are reminded that they're easily replaceable. Students are reminded that I'm not your mum. Unattended sandwiches will be eaten by me.
It's time for Agony Answers with me, Sir Nigel Bickleworth. This week's problem is from student Felony Bogdropper, who writes, I've got loads of work but can't concentrate with all the noise in my flat. Well, Felony, I advise that you try a change of scenery. Work in the study. Write in the billiard room, mill about in the converted mill, why, read in the scullery. Your home is your castle. Utilize all of its many, many nooks and crannies. That's what got me through the hard times.
Students are reminded to set reminders. Students are reminded that some of you are doing better than others. we are testing you.
Do you like what you hear? Of course you do. So why not call in and let our producers know? Recent research suggests that over 97% of our listeners are incidental. That is, hearing by accident rather than intent. Collateral Johnnies, if you will. Nevertheless, I have faith that each radio segment, like a juicy needle in a haystack of filth, is found by someone, somewhere. Well done to you, today's deliberate listener.
To whom it may concern, I'm so disappointed in you. Thank you. Students are reminded to find themselves. University gives you a bright future and clouds it with debt. Students are reminded to figure it out themselves. reminded to be nice to each other. If you aren't, who else will? Students are reminded that you came here on purpose. Maintenance announcement. Plants need water, remember?
You're listening to
Ricky Hawthorne. On 2 Point Radio.
Ricky Hawthorne on 2 Point Radio. Today I balance two hats jauntily on my one singular head. My regular disc jockeying hat is joined by my occasional chef hat. Yes, I'll be taking you all over 2 Point County as I recount my latest culinary travels when I set out to find the finest foods our great county has to offer. Just a hungry man and his hatchback. It's a tale as old as time.
End of year is approaching. It's too late to start trying. Enjoy your summer. I know I will. The yearly results are in. Not bad, I suppose. The summer break would be a convenient time for construction. Are reminded to be constantly upbeat. students are reminded to apologise to the janitorial staff. I'm sure you've done something.
The culinary world is a lot like the real world. There are places, there are smells, there's a chance you'll get lost. After a series of wrong turns, now 60 miles off course, I was treated to the first food of my trip. A wondering puffed pastry and something I believe to be meat. The buttery sausage-style matter mingled playfully with hints of pine from my air freshener. It was unexpected. It was dangerous. It was cold in the middle.
Warning, stupid questions will make you look stupid. Frequently asked questions. No, I've not seen your frog. Students are asked not to ask questions.
If you ask me, Hogsport boasts the finest milkshakes in 2 Point County. At the Oily Cormorant, they'll serve you a traditional malt in an old leather boot and throw in a salt and vinegar egg. You just cannot beat it. Milkshakes are a great tradition. They're in our blood. In fact, I once received medical attention after enjoying a few dozen shakes and was told that my blood was over 60% ice cream. How we laughed.
Announcement. The campus just got bigger, not necessarily better.